Clip in.
Right on. Right on.
Ah, 1,000. Holy man, the numbers are going up crazy. 1,066, 67, 69, 70. Everyone, as usual, is logging in last second. 30 seconds. Better get in. Oh, it's just firing up there. Everyone zipping up to the front. Where's Pookie at now? Oh.
Do we have enough time to get this done before we go over to A? Yeah, Zed, you kicked my ass, dude. You got it. That's too funny. Now every time I say Kelly, you'd be like, huh? This is Sebastian.
Ah, went a bit too fast. Trying to catch Pookie Butt. He was in 685, so I started going a little faster. And it turns out he started going slower. Put in a bunch of effort and went way past him. He's at 770. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, just a nice, easy, loosen up the legs a little bit. Turns out Pookie Butt is riding the same stage. He's just right behind me. It's like, I get to stay ahead of him until the hill. So how are you doing today? Oh, he goes so fast up the hills. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm actually working from home today, so I was like, I think I need to go for a ride. I'm not usually on this early. It was super nice the last couple of days, but it took a turn here. It's not so good today. It's pretty dark. Oh, I was hoping for a feather. Oh, snow. I enjoy working from home because on days that I'm home, I get to work how I want to work. And going into the office and sitting in front of a computer for 8 hours straight, I really don't find as a very efficient way of working. So when I work from home, I, get up, work really good for, 2 hours, go for an hour bike ride, go back, work for 2 hours. Oh, 30 last night. Yeah, that's cold. Yeah, well, it's like when you're at the office, you're at the office. No matter what you do, you're at the office. So even if you go for a walk or, go down the hallway or sit there and drink a cup of coffee, you're still at the office. At home, as soon as I leave my desk, it's like a reset of the day. Like, oh, I'm at home, When the whole COVID thing happened, we were at home for about 2 months straight. but I think the boss really likes us at the office, but due to childcare issues, they allow me to work from home on Wednesdays to give my in-laws a break from the kids. If I had my way, I would pretty much be at home more often. There's really no reason for me to be at the office unless we have like a meeting or something, which we could still do in Zoom, but I think the boss just likes to see us coming and going. Like that is like the only real reason to work at the office. Is he can see you show up and see you leave. Yeah, our kids are doing, well, school is open, but we chose not to put them back, but they're doing like a online, there's a school here that just does all online stuff, and they do like Zoom meetings with their teachers. My mother-in-law was an education assistant in the school district for 17 years, so she's well-versed in teaching and helping kids with their work. So they go there 4 days a week. And then on Wednesdays, they're home with me, just to give them a bit of a break. But depending on how things are going, they're probably going to go back to regular school in September. We'll see though, the numbers are like breaking records every day here. I think we had over 5,000 new cases in the last 5 days. And before, we barely have 5,000 cases in a month. Yeah, actually, I didn't even know it existed. I mean, if you're a kid and, because it's not like homeschooling where they just say, here's your work, see ya. Like there actually is teachers. So if you have a kid that's can really buckle down, you can actually get all your work done sooner. Need to slow it down. I keep picking up the pace a little bit. It's like, no, you're supposed to be going super slow. Yeah, it does. Lots of stuff you don't think about when and then you have kids and you go, oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff to organize. But a lot of companies have adapted, you know, with the COVID and They do piano lessons on today at 1 o'clock, and it's all through Zoom. And that's been pretty awesome. I almost think the Zoom piano lessons are better than in real life. Like, the guy has a pretty awesome setup with multiple camera angles. Oh, I hope it's over. There, he's got a camera facing straight down on his keyboard, one on his face. And then I set up a webcam so it points at their keyboard. And then I move this mic into the kitchen. And he can see what they're doing. And on his screen, he can show them at the same time what he's doing. Ah, 11 and 9. Got 2 girls. The other one turns 10 in August. They're like exactly 16 months apart by 1 day. Not 16, 18 months. Getting old, can't remember that stuff anymore. Like, when was your birthday? what? Yeah, we wanted them. It was planned to be as close as possible, sort of, because we kind of wanted to get it, I guess, over and done with. And them being so close to the same age, they're into the same thing, and then clothes kind of go from one to the next. It's kind of worked out because they're each other's best friends. Like, they're inseparable most of the time. Which I guess we're really lucky that that's... I think deep down in the instincts of life, the having a boy to carry on the name, because I'm technically the last of my name. So, but having a third kid seemed to would have thrown everything out of whack. So that was a discussion my wife and I had. We were like, you know, and then we didn't want kids. If we were gonna do it, we didn't want to have kids. Like, I have friends who's 12 years older than their sibling. And it's just kind of weird. Like, they were graduating high school and their sibling is still playing with dolls. And they don't really know each other. Like, they know that they're, you know, siblings, but they don't, like, know each other. Like, they're not, you know, really well bonded. Maybe more so they have as an adult, but when you have one kid in college and the other kid's in grade 6, it's... But yeah, logistically, a third kid would throw everything into whack, because, yeah, you totally are an only child. You know, we need to get a new vehicle that could handle, you know, more kids, probably a minivan. Our house layout sorta works for 3 kids. Yeah, we sat down and thought, you know, when I'm 60 years old, will I regret not having a 3rd kid? And I think I feel pretty fulfilled with the 2. You know, and there's always that worry that the 3rd kid could be a jerk. Actually, our 2nd daughter, when she was a baby, she started walking super early, like 9 months. She was walking, and she never really walked. She ran. And you can't reason with a baby. She doesn't understand anything, but all she understands is that she can move fast and get to stuff. Oh, twin girls. Yeah, we know friends that similar story. Had 2 kids, went for a 3rd, had twins. It's like, well, now you got 4. If you can get twins right off the bat, that wouldn't be so bad. Yeah, we used to call my youngest the Destructor. Just runs everywhere, wrecking stuff. And we always said if she was the first child, she probably would have been an only child because she was, I mean, great personality, but just so much work. Yeah, 1 shot, done, twins. No more kids. But I always say kids are like the best and the worst thing that's ever happened. I mean, you lose a, yeah, she runs a lot. She only ever runs. She was in cross country in elementary school when they were going to school. But you lose a lot of personal freedoms, but watching your kids grow up and being there to, like, you know, support them and help them grow kind of takes the place of some of the things that you lost. And really, I'm riding my bike. There's a timeline. It's about 5 years, 6 years where the kids can't do anything themselves. And it's funny, we joke at the bike club because you come out to the races and the young guys who don't have kids are super fast. And then there's the 50-year-old guys whose kids have grown and moved out, and they're super fast. And there was like the guys like me who pretty much took a hiatus from physical activity for 5 years and came back to biking and was like fat and slow. And you could tell, it's like, you have kids, you have young kids, you have young kids, you're retired, you're young with no kids. But yeah, good morning, Ritten. How's it going? The kids get to an age where they're self-sufficient. Like, I told them they're doing their schoolwork on their Chromebooks right now, and I'm in the garage riding my bike. When actually, it's funny, it being 11 and 9, while I was racing last night, they totally made dinner. Like, how bonus is that? I'm doing a great Written. I'm just doing a casual stage B to loosen up the legs from last night's Sufferfest. Oh, a feather. That's exactly what I needed right now. I'm racing tomorrow too, yes. The Thursday team time trial. Yeah, I usually don't ride on Wednesdays, but I thought it'd be a good idea just to spin the legs a bit and not really put out effort, but just get them. How's the dog food supply? You don't have to make any more super long distant trips. It's fine. Yeah, I don't know what the best idea is to just take the day completely off or do super light spinning. Yeah, it's weird with the supply chain. Like, lots of stuff is not in stock. And so it's tough to not be a hoarder and buy a bunch. But when you go to like the pet food store and you see that they only have 2 bags left, you think, are they gonna get any more in by like the time? Yeah, when our cats were kittens, well, I guess they're still classified as kittens. Their stomach were pretty sensitive, but we've moved them over to a more adulty food and seems to have solved a bunch of the problems. Lots of you just want your pets to be happy, and it's upsetting if they're not reacting well to food and I know our cats are so weird, they will not touch human food at all. Like, we had turkey dinner over the weekend and we tried to feed the cats turkey and nothing. But as soon as you open up a can of cat food, they like lose their minds. Oh, Betty loves that. I think our cats are afraid of the outside. it's like they want to go outside, and if you open the door, they look outside and go, no, no. Yeah, we were never really pet people. So when the time came to get pets, we ended up getting semi-hairless, non-shedding cats. Because we didn't want to add the work of pets, plus having to constantly clean up pet fur all the time. Thought COVID was a good time to start since we're at home way more often. Good time to bond with new pets. I should say they're semi-hairless. They're like, there's 5 stages of hairlessness. They range from like bald to like 1/4 inch thick long hair. Yeah, I think ours are called chamois coat. So it's like they have fur, but it's like tiny and it feels like touching a leather chamois. Yeah, way back when we used to have a golden retriever and you had to vacuum the house every day. Like it was so bad. If you like touched her, it was like poof, hair. Well, that's what we did. Like when I first met my wife, we had a cat and we had a dog, and we got married and want to have kids. And it's funny, I tell so many, we didn't want to have pets and kids at the same time when they were babies. It's just so much extra work. Maintain by yourself. Yes, that is the key word, because that's when we got the kids were at an age where they can help. I used to have a saltwater fish tank, and that was tough to maintain and deal with babies. Yes, I had a little like small nano tank, like 24 gallons, and it's kind of funny. They kind of get to a point where they're almost self-sustaining. Like they kind of, all the levels balance out. And then, I mean, they're gorgeous to look at. But yeah, if you're not monitoring levels and something goes out of whack and then it takes you a month to get it back on track. And when I retire, I like to get another one and then I have nothing but time to deal with it. My old years. Man, I can't believe I'm done already. That was quick. It goes so much faster when you have people to talk to. Yeah, I have way too many hobbies that I don't do enough of. Like start something and then think, oh, this is super cool, and do it hard for a month or two and then change my mind. And well, I think that is it for the day. Actually, I might come on later. That was like a nice little ride. I think Pookie Butt's still riding. Let's go like... You guys are probably already in Pookie Butt's channel, but I'm gonna raid Pookie Butt. You guys can like see him twice. You guys have a great day, and thanks for stopping by and chatting. That was awesome.